Congrats again, Justin, for qualifying.
A look from earlier as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no and before.
BA technology.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Alan. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for James Harden.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. Zion at power forward with Valanciunas at center. It's Graham and Alexander Walker at the 1 and the 2. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Harden at the 2 with Harris at small forward. Durant and Griffin the combo out front. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. Well, here we are in mid-season now, Graham. How do players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA season?
That's a good question, B.A. I mean, you have to find ways to take your mind off of things as a team. Having outlets helps distract you. It's so important for players as they endure the lengthy season.
Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
Durant pass to Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Williamson, guarded by Durant. The 15-footer. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And it's Brooklyn ball. Harden, the pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Though he does have a scorer's mindset, Harden's vision and experience playing alongside some of the best talent in the league have made him an awesome playmaker.
Now here's Ingram. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Graham against Irving. Pass to Griffin. Rebounded by New Orleans.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
First team foul.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Ingram, the pass to Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Back to Harden, outside Irving. And he buries his first look.
Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 to get things going.
Think about the early part of Brandon Ingram's career. So long and so skinny, people worried about his frame and that he might not have the ability to put on the weight and deal with the rigors. That's not true.
Now here's Ingram. 17 points in his last outing. Over Harris. The shot by Ingram, no good. Graham for 3. Goes up again. And that one's good. Williamson.
Yeah, Zion bringing it right there, crashing the glass, and relentless energy to get the ball.
On the wing, Harden. There's the triple. That shot, no good. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. And when it comes to Ingram's strength, Brent, he's proved it doesn't affect his ability to be a dominant scorer.
Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, of recent memory were guys that came in thin and wiry. People thought they were going to get pushed around. Ingram now doing the pushing, especially on the offensive end.
Here's Irving after the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Pelicans keep it alive. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, he's too good athletically. If Zion gets that close, it is big trouble.
He's just just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Timeout called. The Pelicans.
There aren't many players that have come into the NBA as a consensus #1 pick like Zion Williamson did. Nobody was passing on this fella.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Claxton comes in for Durant. McLemore's checked in for Harris. And it's Mills in for Irving. And a new group getting ready for the Pelicans. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Valanciunas. Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. Marshall, he's checked in for Ingram. And Hart subbed in for Alexander Walker.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. In that 2019 draft, Zion was a prize that every team in the lottery was hoping to win, Grant.
And that added a lot of excitement to that night. I mean, when you've got a once-in-a-generation talent like Zion, the lottery becomes a major event.
Now here's Harden, coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Pass to Aldridge. Mills with it. Lets the three fly. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Here's Marshall. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Here's Hernan Gomez. Rebound Brooklyn. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And in the last meeting, they definitely had the upper hand at the charity stripe.
Now here's Harden. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Picked it out of midair. Harden against Graham. Down low. Hernan Gomez gets the bucket.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Pass to McLemore. Jacks up a three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul. Thomas, he's checked in for Harden. And a change for the Pelicans. Robertson's checked in for Graham. Here's Robertson. To the paint. That one is off. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Out to the wing. And here's Mills for three. Released it in time, but it's off the mark. Zion Williamson has been on display for the Pelicans. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And always ready in the clutch. Kyrie Irving says he saves.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where either it's attacking the big or attacking my man.
And Irving, perhaps underrated as a tactician, Grant.
Oh, yeah. It's a chess match indeed. One move, one play sets up the next.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Some great drives to the bucket for them tonight.
I think that's also set up a lot of knockdown jump shots.
We've got Nicholas Claxton, Patrick Mills out there with Ben McLemore. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Thomas in at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And the Pelicans making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Hayes misses. Brooklyn trailing. Right wing. Durant, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
First team foul.
Now
into the lineup for your next Kevin Durant.
Pass to McLemore from the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. And the Pelicans shooting around 50% of the game so far. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. Some changes for New Orleans. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hayes. Williamson comes in for Marshall. And Brandon Ingram is subbed in for Harden. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Nets shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Durant with it. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And also dynamic defensively. His 4 blocks helping set the tone at that end of the floor.
The Pelicans have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter.
Well, after going first to nobody's surprise in June 2019, Zion Williamson had to wait a little bit before he got his first NBA game, suffering that knee injury in the preseason. And that debut came in January the 22nd of 2020. Now, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
The Pelicans trail. Here's Alexander Walker. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
And Durant with the big finish.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Ingram. Pass to Valanciunas. Puts it up from 12, and Ingram gets it to go on the assist by Valanciunas. Ingram's gotten his 3rd basket of the night in one of the most anticipated debuts in league history. Zion delivered.
Oh, man, it was an incredible stretch during that 3rd quarter of the game. It was on national TV, and Williamson scored 17 points in a quick 3 minutes, knocked down 4 treys, and all of a sudden the NBA was abuzz that Zion Williamson had arrived.
Now here's Ingram. 6 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's foul number 2 for him. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Griffin, he's checked in for Claxton. Harris comes in for Millsap. Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Mills. And a change for the Pelicans. Graham's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Griffin with it. And it's Graham picking him up. And Durant with the big finish.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
Outside Graham. Pass to Williamson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Harden's got 6.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
Graham, the pass to Ingram. Here's Valanciunas, defended by Griffin. Back to Valanciunas.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Tries it from 19, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Give him 8 points now. As a Rookie of the Year award winner yourself, Grant, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing today's rookies?
I honestly think with all the information and expectations, the hardest thing for young players today is meeting those expectations. And because of all the great rookies who've come before and gone on and had success right away, that pressure a lot of times can be a lot for a young player entering the league.
New Orleans calls timeout. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
Hey, guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Aldridge is checked in for Durant. And it's blocked by Irving.
How about that? I mean, if Irving's blocking shots, that's a great sign for this team.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Ingram against Harris. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Connects from downtown.
Such a remarkable score. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
Now here's Ingram. Give him 8. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Harden. Pass to Aldridge. And it's good. 2 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Graham. Into the lane. Good on the shot. Graham's got 5 points.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Outside Irving. Pass to Aldridge. Harden against Hart. Here's Irving. Griffin passes to Irving. 3-pointer off the mark. Outside Graham. Inside. Here's Hayes. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Nets. Well, now a minute to check in. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
What you like is many of their baskets come off assists. That's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. No need to have this hero ball where I'm going to shoot and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they moved it, and we'll see if they can keep it up in the second.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
And their defense has been an absolute disaster.
And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, without question, Brandon Ingram displaying his skills today.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
So for the Pelicans right now, Ingram at the 3, Zion at the 4. It's Graham and Alexander Walker at the 1 and the 2. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Out to Harris. 3-pointer, Harden sends it home from 3-point land. 9 points in the game.
Well, Harden will do this all day if the defense lets him. His efficiency from the arc can be devastating.
The Nets with the lead. To the inside, and stolen by Williamson. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Williamson. Takes one from 10 feet. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Ingram with the ball. Picked up by Griffin. Back to Ingram. Oh, great D that time from Griffin.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
And Harden with the slam.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul. Marshall, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Here's Alexander Walker. Can they get it? Here's Valanciunas. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Irving for three. Pelicans cleared away. Williamson's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Hart's checked in.
Josh Hart.
With the teardrop. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Stolen by Valanciunas. Pass to Alexander Walker for 3. Knocks down the long J. Alexander Walker's got 5 points.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
For 3, Durant. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a 3, you know he's coming back at you.
Pass to Alexander Walker. To the wing, right side. Outside Hart. 6 to shoot. Now here's Williamson. Over Irving. Williamson with the bucket. 12 points for him.
A good job of recognizing the time dwindling, and Zion did not panic on that possession.
Outside Irving. Pass to Harris. Fires for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
So the Nets making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Pelicans. Hayes comes in for Williamson. Here's Hart. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
Pass to Harris. The 3 ball. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
Harden, the pass to Irving. Outside Durant. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Irving for 3. No good there. New Orleans has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Marshall. And he banks in the layup.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Brooklyn has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Pass to Harris. Back to Irving. Here's Harden. Let's go with a 3. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Irving against Hart. And a nice finish on the layup.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
44 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Harden against Hart. From deep three-point range, the Pelicans pull it in. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
Outside Harden. Aldridge left side. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Hart from long range. No good on the shot. And so it's Brooklyn leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Nets with a lead. We've got James Harden. Paul Millsap is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Thomas in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Harden. Hart pulls it in. New Orleans is shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. The shot won't fall. Oh, nice D from Millsap. And he lobs it up, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Graham. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And here's Mills from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. And now it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Graham on the attack. And the layup is good off the glass.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Pass to Harden. Back to Mills. Three-pointer. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Back to Graham. Unable to get that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And here's Mills from the arc. Rebounded by New Orleans.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And I love how Harden makes scoring look effortless, filling it up in such a hurry.
For New Orleans, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And Grant, throughout your career, you mostly played in the smaller markets. You think the league is doing enough to help them compete?
I think so. I mean, look, Milwaukee just won a championship. An incredible season they had last year. I think they're doing the right thing between revenue sharing, the salary cap, the luxury tax. And remember, the players' union will always favor freedom of movement for its players.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Williamson comes in for Hayes. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach address his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Allie, thank you. Pass to Williamson. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Pretty dialed in right now as Zion is hitting everything. The team hoping he can maintain this.
Irving up top. Graham covering. And it's Irving missing.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Williamson with the bucket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Back to Harden. Durant for 3. Here's Griffin. The Pelicans pull it in. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Pass to Irving. Harris outside. This one for 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Ingram finds Williamson. Here's Irving. Here's Griffin. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
I think Kyrie could play not only with the ball, but with the baton right now, orchestrating the offense.
Here's Ingram. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive. And that's big time from B.I.
Outside Harden. Harris passes to Durant. Back to Harris. From downtown. Drills it from deep. Harris has got 9 points here in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. And Durant with the block.
Yeah, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Outside Ingram. Pass to Valanciunas. No luck on that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Nets.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And what a huge performance it was for James Harden.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Valanciunas. It's good on the putback.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Nice shot by Durant.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave them a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
James, I'd love to know whether it's scoring, playmaking, or your defense. What aspect of your game are you most proud of?
Being able to play a full course of a game and make an impact every single play. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I have to do.
It's been fun to watch.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. But DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. A moment now to check out some numbers for DeMar DeRozan.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Wing pairing, it's Harden and Harris. The post pair, Durant along with Griffin. And it's Irving in a point guard. And for Chicago, DeRozan out there with Ilyasova. Then it's White. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved. And it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
Now, here's DeRozan following the miss by Griffin.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates. Outside, KD.
Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
And he sinks the second.
I mean, think about it. He's such a unique player. He uses his length. That's my man, Stretch Armstrong. He's basically a 7-foot guard. He's never rattled with the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Now, here's Ball. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Irving. Griffin trying to get open.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the team, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first.
DeRozan's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Irving dishes to KD. And Irving with the basket on the assist from KD.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Here is Harden following the score by DeMar DeRozan. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's White driving in, and White slams it in.
No easy way to stop White on the drive. He's got speed and agility on his side.
Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. No good from Irving.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And stolen by Harris. Ahead. Irving finds Griffin, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at New Orleans. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And you know, for the Nets, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
DeRozan with it. And it's Harden picking him up, and they double up DeRozan. Bounce pass from Ilyasova. 4 on the shot clock. There's Ball with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Right side, Kevin Durant. That's short off the rim. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's White. Drives to the hoop. And that one drops.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside Irving. Pass to KD. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Durant's got 6 points.
This is where Durant feasts. He let it fly, and he has confidence.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays, but you need to execute in close, ugly games.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Ilyasova. Green, he's checked in for Kobe White. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. And Bradley gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden with it. Now Green defending. Harden, that's good.
And Harden loves getting contact on his shots, showing off his true muscle and level of concentration.
Stolen by Harden. 2 minutes remaining. Pass to Irving. And Irving throws it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Caruso. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. DeRozan passes to Bradley. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
Now here's Irving. He's got 6. Harden kicks to Irving on the wing. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Bulls ball. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Bulls third.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's DeRozan, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. DeRozan's got 10 points in the game.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D struggling to keep up.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They lead by 4. Down low. There's Hollis Jefferson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's McLemore outside for Thomas. Fires the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Caruso. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from 3-point range. And McLemore kicks to Mills. Off target from outside. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game for the first quarter of play. Bulls out front, up 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Well, plenty of firepower, but Kyrie Irving committed to dig.
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our consistent effort from our wings as well, helping me out. I may not make the right play every time on the defensive end, but, we're doing a great job of covering for one another. And, I cover for my teammates as well as they cover for me. So, that's just a tribute to our team's success on the defensive end.
Now it's been a real focus, hasn't it, Greg, for them to tighten things up defensively?
And it's a collective effort. So even the scorers have to be engaged and exert themselves in order to get stops.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Ben McLemore. He's out there with Mills. Thomas is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Claxton in at the 4. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Patrick Mills. To the middle. Here's Bradley. Second shot opportunity. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes, different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Bradley. Ilyasova comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Kobe White, he's checked in for Green. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Alex Caruso. Here's Irving. Harris outside. To the inside. Here's KD. Again, the Nets for 2.
Durant, he's so skilled on the offensive end. He can shoot the long ball, comfortable on the block, drive to the hole, dunk over you, give you the jump hook, post game, turn around. And look, that time, he makes a play for me.
And it's White missing. The Nets with the lead.
And with Kobe White, you hate to see him settle. He's best when going at the rim. The defense wins if he takes that mid-range jumper.
Now Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Griffin on the double team. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. There's Ball with the 3. The offensive rebound. Vucevic with the bucket.
And how about the hustle from Vucevic there on the glass, securing that precious second chance opportunity for the team.
Here's Irving. Millsap finds Durant. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Greg with Kobe White, he's a solid shooter, but teams have keyed in on it.
I just want to see him more in attack mode. He's a solid finisher when he gets in there, and it could take his game to the next level.
Outside for Durant. This ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving misses.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Hollis Jefferson passes the ball. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Outside, White. Over Irving. Chicago with a new 14. Vucevic with the bucket.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Irving. He kicks it to Griffin. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got his first points in this one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Irving looking over the floor. To halt the run. Excellent D there from Ball. Chicago leading by 4. Hollis Jefferson with it. He's picked up by KD. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Chicago making some changes. Tony Bradley's checked in for Ilyasova. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kobe White. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And DeRozan kicks to Vucevic. Ball from long range. A rebound by the Nets.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead in it.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And there's the pass to Caruso. 46 seconds left in the first half. And Vucevic throws it down.
A high IQ player. Vucevic has that sixth sense for when to cut after screening for a teammate.
Irving kicks to Harden. And a miss there on the triple.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answer.
That's his first.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Green is checked in for Chicago. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Paul Millsap's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. McLemore's checked in for Joe Harris. It's Mills in for Irving.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Green passes to Caruso. Inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Left side, DeRozan with one on the clock. And so it's Chicago with their leads. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Love to see a team grind for those offensive boards. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points. It's got to be demoralizing for the defense at this stage.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither. Their opponent.
And that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
They've got Vucevic, DeRozan out there with Ilyasova. Then it's White, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
First team foul.
Durant kicks to Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. Passes it to Durant. Just 4 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. KD's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Irvin is just so confident at handling the rock. And why shouldn't he be? His moves are untouchable.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. DeRozan's shot is off. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. KD with the bucket.
On the loose, Durant's been spectacular tonight, showing off the full arsenal.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
And you look at DeRozan. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. I mean, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there are just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting.
Oh, man, brushing off the defense with ease. Durant is no stranger to being played with physicality.
The Bulls shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. DeRozan surveying the D. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Ball dishes to White. Ball with a wide open look, and it's good off the back rim and in. Ball's got his second bucket.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Harden kicks to Irving. On the wing, Harris. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Tony Bradley comes in for Vucevic, and it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Ilyasova. Ball, just 2 to shoot, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting, and he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his 4th year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
For 3. The rebound by Harden.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And as soon as Harden puts the ball down on the floor, you know he's trying to take it all the way, and he's not afraid to get it either.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. McLemore has come in for Joe Harris. That's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. Pass to Bradley. Tries again. Mills with the steal. The Nets working the ball around now.
2 minutes remaining in the
He takes it in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Tony Bradley.
All right, we'll take a look now. Now the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Their inside game has been great tonight. So much of their scoring has come from the paint.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Ben McLemore. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Irving passes to Durant. Over Green. Back to Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Irving against Ball. The shot's good from Irving.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead eye from that range.
Caruso looking for an opening. 1:10 left to play here in the third. There's the feed to Bradley. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, G.A. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition.
The Nets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. And a change for the Nets. Thomas is checked in.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
So for the Nets, Paul Millsap's checked in for Durant. Little comes in for Thomas. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Bradley finds Green. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Bruce Brown. Out of bounds. Bulls basketball.
Here's Ball. That one off the back iron and out. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Mills. Over to the left wing. Kicks to Little. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the tie. And it's Bradley with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 3. And Ball slams it in.
What an athlete this kid is. Ball gets off the floor with such ease.
Here's Brown. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 7 seconds left in the third. Caruso, the pass to Ilyasova. And the Bulls, another 3.
Bodying up, the easiest way to shoot, especially for big men like Ilyasova.
And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. We'll get right back to the action. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Shutting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Mills. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. Irving attacking. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Oh, I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
Here's Caruso, covered by Mills. Outside DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. And Ilyasova throws it down.
And this gets his teammates going. Ilyasova dunks it. It's a real team energizer.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Irving.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Caruso kicks to DeRozan. Unloads from 13. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Millsap for 3. Harris. Outside, Griffin. Irving for 3. Again, Irving missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Vucevic, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Vucevic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls. There's the pass to Mills. Griffin inside. Vucevic on him. Passes it to Irving. Driving inside. Back to Mills. Fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Durant's checked in for Millsap. And James Harden subbed in for Patty Mills.
Kevin Durant.
Here's DeRozan, and some very quick points for him on that possession. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And Caruso's got the ball here for Chicago. To the paint, here's White, and White with the stuff.
Terrific takeoff. Kobe White, the 6'4" guard, has some lift.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only one in the first.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Nets. Chicago calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Okay, David, thanks.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
Here's White. Outside DeRozan. Lets it go from 14. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And the offensive energy of DeRozan won him that shot. Never stops working the floor, looking for those opportunities.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit in the stride is even better.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Chicago making a switch here. Ball's checked in.
Kyrie Irving. That's his second personal foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Vucevic. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Nets trail by 12. Outside Irving. The drive by KD. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That one on DeRozan.
And Durant, on the move like that, so difficult to defend. Even if you're standing there waiting for him, he can still create an advantage.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
To the middle, here's Vucevic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Harden kicks to Irving. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Over Aldridge. Vucevic with the bucket.
Can't afford to let Vucevic get comfortable. He's content to take these shots whenever the D gives them up.
Here's Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All the officials are all over that.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Irving against Ball. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him. He knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
It's quiet, easygoing nature, and that's what Ball brings. That's what makes him so likable. He's someone his team loves to play for, and they generally respect.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're trailing by 11.
All right.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Get up and get loud for the lovable.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out even better than they could have hoped for.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Nobody near Irving. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Irving continues to bury big shot after big shot. He just has a knack for stepping up in crucial moments.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Those free throws helping him to make the lead even safer.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Knocks down the 3.
When things get tough, you start to lean on your stars, and Durant always seems to come up with a clutch shot.
And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Durant. And Vucevic pulls it down. The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. So he comes up empty, missing both. Irving kicks to KD over Ilyasova. From deep three-point range, it's good from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Chicago calls timeout. They're in front by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Lonzo Ball.
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Brooklyn timeout call. All right, look who's coming out of the park. Get up and get loud for the lovable.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Chicago ball.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.